Good morning, beautiful people, or whatever time of day it is for you. Today, we are going to be talking about day 3, where we were in Rome and then we went to Perugia. This might be the last day that I will be doing a little vlog for because the rest of the days I had free time. We were kind of chilling out and I didn't get as much footage as I would have liked, and that's okay. It's not about filming your whole entire life. It's about actually enjoying it. And so that's what I really did. I embraced Perugia, and then we went to Assisi for our last day, and then we went back to the Roman countryside. So those days I do not have on film. But I will say that my favorite day of this whole trip I have on film. I have so much of it on video for you guys. And then the video after this one is going to be showing everything that we got. Everything that I got in Italy, and I got a lot of stuff. And I'm just super excited to show you guys. So yeah, let's just get right into this video. Okay, to start out with, I had an amazing breakfast at this hotel. I think this was the first hotel still. And it actually ended up having a balcony. So after I ate my scrumptious breakfast with some amazing coffee, they have some really good coffee. I went out on the balcony and took a little photo shoot. Here's some pictures right here. It was super fun, and it was just so fun. I love that hotel, and just Rome has been amazing. We're still in Rome, but it's just this would be the last day of us being in Rome. So yeah. Just to preface this before I actually show you guys footage of the Roman Colosseum, I did go to Europe 4 years ago. If you watched my last video, which I highly recommend you guys doing, I, fell in love with Italy. I fell in love with every country I went to, but Italy, I was super sad that I didn't go see the Roman Colosseum. And what I didn't understand when I was younger is that Italy is such a big place with so much culture and so much rich culture. And so I, didn't understand why we didn't see the Roman Colosseum when I was in Italy. And, you have to realize, the geography aspects of this. And so I went to Venice 4 years ago, and I was in the northern part of Italy. This is, in the center. And so, it's been an absolute dream to go to the Roman Colosseum. And now that I finally, made it, I was, super excited and super thrilled. I don't know. It's just been one heck of a dream of mine. So, we basically went to the Roman Colosseum first thing today, and it was just super amazing. We made it there, and it was almost not real because we were just standing in front of it for a while waiting for our tour guides, and we were just looking up at the Roman Colosseum, and it was just so cool. I think the footage doesn't really show how huge it is, and walking inside it is so huge, and it's so cool that this is the main blueprint for all stadiums, and so the rich history behind this is so cool. They tried doing naval battles here, but they weren't successful at all. They probably never even had one naval battle, but they wanted to try to fill up the Colosseum to do naval battles. They fought, the gladiators fought animals, and it was just so much culture came, not even culture, just so much rich history came from this Colosseum, and how there was a pretty bad earthquake that basically broke the top of the Colosseum. Before this, I really didn't know why it was broken or why it really did look like that. So I was glad that I learned it from actually being in Italy rather than just doing a Google search or something. But yeah, it was just such a beautiful freaking place, and I like, I don't know, I don't know, starstruck is the word, but I was like, whoa, I was so fascinated by it all, and like, oh my god, it was just so cool. It was so cool seeing the middle and everything, and we just learned so much history. Like they had slaves try to lift up the animals as like human elevators, which, oh my god, that is so like, it's so hard to fathom that, and the pain that the slaves had to go through, and just, it was just insane. It was insane knowing that like wolves had to be lifted up, and just, it was crazy. But anyways, we ended up going to the Roman Forum after this, which is just down from the Colosseum, and this is basically what, you know, Rome used to look like, and just the buildings and everything are now all torn down, but the tour guide kept like showing us pictures and everything, and it was so cool. We also learned where, you know, Julius Caesar died and got stabbed in the back 27 times, and it was just so amazing to see the Roman Forum, and like all of these like architectures are just like laying everywhere that are like so freaking old, and it was just crazy. It was like stepping into history. Like you learn about history all the time, but when you're actually walking through history, it's like a completely different feeling. And so it was amazing. It really was. And I genuinely, like, oh my god, it was just so cool. So after that, we ended up going on a bus ride. We ended up having a stop at a gas station for some lunch, and I had this like really, really weird sandwich. It had like, it was like a huge chicken patty with fries wrapped in like a tortilla, like a thick tortilla. It was weird. And then we ended up leaving to the, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Mormor Falls, I think. These falls were built over 2,000 years ago, and it's a man-made fall. So like 30 minutes after we arrived, they told us that it would be turned off. And we wanted to get soaking wet. But like the trek up to getting there was low-key insane. The shoes I brought for this trip had no traction, which is horrible. Like none of my shoes have traction, so I would have been, you know, screwed either way. But like walking on limestone and all of that, but then when you go through falls and you're trying to get up to the part where you get soaking wet, it's like all these bridges and stuff that are soaking wet and slippery, and it was insane. But it was so surreal. They were huge, and we did get wet, but we had our ponchos on. Here's just some photos from then, because I just like took some amazing photos. It was super freaking cool. Like I like can't tell you how much like this day was my favorite day out of all the days we were in Italy, and this was like in the middle of our trip, so it was like the climax and everything, and it was just so amazing. It was so fun. It really, really, really was. Like what? It was just so cool. I got some amazing things from the little gift shop, and they were so sweet and kind, but you're gonna have to wait for my like little haul of what I got in Italy to see what I got, what I'm even talking about, you know. But it was just so fun, and like and we did end up seeing the falls getting turned off, and it's literally like you're slowly turning off a waterfall, like a water faucet, and it's just like slowly, like the water's slowly stopping. But they're huge. Like for someone to just turn it off like that, that's like crazy, and it's like one of the biggest man-made falls in the world, and it's just so crazy that we got to see that. And like what a hidden gem. I mean, it's not really a hidden gem, but like literally you go off the highway and like it's literally just this like spot, and obviously tourists know about it, but like it's just like compared to the rest of Italy, this is just like such a random but cute little place, and just to see it all was just so surreal. And I'm so excited I got to see it. Like I'm genuinely so happy. It was so cool and so fun, and I couldn't have asked for a better, trip to Italy. I know I couldn't tell you guys the rest that I did, so I'm gonna summarize the rest of my day so I just don't leave it off at like the middle of my trip. So for the rest of the days in Italy, the next day we ended up going to just the heart of Perugia, and we ended up having like 3 hours of free time, which was really, really fun. I fell in love with Perugia. There's like a Renaissance thing going on, so there's people cosplaying, and it was like low-key a little bit weird seeing people dressed up, but it was like so fun and so cool. We found some cool shops. I went into a University of Perugia shop. We ate some pizza and stuff. Then after this like 3 hours of free time, we ended up going to the Baci chocolate factory. And let me tell you, this Baci chocolate factory had some of the best chocolate. I'm currently in love with the After Eight chocolate. It's like mint. It's so good. And so it was just amazing. We got to tour the whole factory and like look at the chocolate in the floor, and it was just so fun. I really don't think I got any footage from any of these days, but if I did, I'll just include it here. But it was so cool. It really, really was truly so awesome. Just to see the Baci factory and everything. And then we went back to Perugia and had an hour of free time and then dinner. So we just, fell in love with Perugia. Then the next day, we ended up leaving Perugia. We ended up going to Assisi, which was like, I think it was like a 3-hour drive. It was pretty long. But when we made it to Assisi, we went to the St. Peter's Church, saw the altar, and it was just amazing and very like, you just felt like, I don't know, I'm not really religious, but like the holiness in the air. I don't really know how to describe that. But it was so cool. And then me and my sister ended up going to get crepes. We saw Italian like firefighters and all this stuff. We went to go eat the crepes, then we went back up to go see some shops and stuff, and then I rolled my freaking ankle. I rolled my ankle because I don't know, maybe I'll insert a picture here or something, but the roads in Assisi are literally like straight freaking up. So and there's cars coming down these roads too, and you only have like so much space on the sides. And so when I went over the side because the car was coming, I just like rolled my ankle. Don't ask me how it happened. After this, I had some people like come rescue me, and we ended up getting some bomb ass pizza. Then we went back to our meetup spot and we had some free time, so we ended up going on a carousel, and it was just so fun. It was so fun. It was so fun. I took a picture with the view behind it where the carousel was, and then I showed a video of the carousel, so I can add that right here. Anyways, Assisi was so freaking cool. So yeah, it was super fun. Assisi was just a really cute place as well. It was just so adorable. Then we went back to the Roman countryside and had this like gorgeous hotel. I meant to take like a tour, but it ended up failing because I had some crazy ass roommates. Anyways, it was so fun with this hotel, but then we had to wake up 2 a.m. the next day to go leave for a flight that was at like, I don't know, it was like at 6, but it was like an hour drive away, and I still need to finish packing. So 2 a.m. it was, with 4 hours of sleep, going to travel for a whole 24 hours. It was amazing, but Italy was just amazing. It really was. It really, really, really was. And if you guys ever get the chance to travel the world, take it. You will see what I'm talking about. There's so much serotonin that comes with it. There's so much love, and your eyes literally open after seeing Italy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know my hair is crazy. I know I look a little crazy. I am like like still getting over jet lag, but just getting over like trying to get back to my normal life. So I'm gonna like go take care of myself, do some self-love, and take a shower and all this stuff. Then I'll edit this video and get it uploaded to you guys because you guys deserve it. I can't believe I've been posting videos as consistent, so make sure that you have subscribed and that you are notified. It would be like amazing to me. I honestly just want to show you guys my life, and you might as well like come for the ride. I'm going into college and it's going to be so fun, and Italy was just like a little fun moment for me, and I really do want to travel the world and do something that allows me to travel the world. So I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you guys for watching my channel. It is a blessing. Love you guys. Love yourself. Have a great day.